All right, welcome back to another stream. Today we are looking at a modded Slugcat. Soporific. That's probably not how you say it, but it is a spider Slugcat. I'm actually just get started. Hello, welcome to the stream. Fast roll button is off. So this character, very interesting. They are kind of like a spitter spider, where they can do that. They can basically shoot at these darts to paralyze creatures. They have very interesting movement. They can crawl very fast. They don't walk very fast normally. They roll very fast and they have a high jump. It's kind of just like all over the place. Their movement abilities. Take out vultures. Yeah. So they also have a bite attack like the Artificer does, but it's significantly stronger, so you can actually use it to as your main method of combat. So I think the main combo is to stun them with the dart and then just bite them. They can also use spears and hold them on their back. They they move around the world very quickly, like on poles. You can climb very fast and going through these tunnels. They also need a lot of food, which I kind of like, because it gives you a reason to actually use your combat abilities. So there's two lizards here. I missed that first one. Now that I've hit him, I'll just hit the second one too. There we go. That's how you kill a green lizard. Very easily. Oops, not mean to do that. I also want to test if you can just bite them after a regular stun. So if I just throw a rock like this. No. I could not grab them unless I maybe accidentally pulled out the spear, that's why. No, that did not work. Well, I hit them with a dart anyway. Could only get one bite off there. I was really struggling to grab them, so I guess you can't grab them normally. I don't know how I did it so well against the first green lizard. We're back here again. Find an underhang. Maybe we'll go there. I think I have an idea of a route that I want to take. So I'm pretty sure that this is Artificer's campaign that we're playing in right now. Oops. Oh, okay. So it's because I grabbed their head. Why that wasn't as effective. Now, I think this is an interesting concept because Artificer's mauling was kind of weak. Like, it doesn't really do that much damage. I only really used it when I accidentally grabbed a creature and I wanted to like over them, or when I wanted to kill a very weak creature like an egg bug. Right? It's easy to use mauls against them. Get the music, yeah. But this character, it's like no, it actually does damage, so you can use it in combat like you would use spears. And I'm pretty sure that if I just throw a spear, yeah, you don't throw it very fast, so I imagine it doesn't do that much damage. I don't like that there's two green lizards here. Can I do... I can't do that. That didn't release me. Yeah, I imagine this character is going to be very effective against vultures. Like big target to hit with the darts. Now, another thing that I want to mention, this character does not normally look like this. If you just get the mod, just this character mod, and you play it, it's going to look like a regular Slugcat. They just look purple. So I had to get another mod, the like dress your Slugcat mod. That's what they recommended, to like have some to use like the spider whatever's in the, it actually just show it right here in this menu. Spider, right? I would like it if that was just part of the mod, because you know other mods can make their just like it's look unique without having a separate mod to do it. But you know, I guess it's not too hard to get this to install that. Whoa, scavengers. Here, take a spear. I don't want to fight the scavengers, saying that we're in Artificer's campaign. I'd rather not fight them. Here's another thing. If I eat this karma flower, I pass out for a bit. I think that just means that you can't eat, like, fruit. You have to eat meat. I don't know if this is worth for just a small centipede like this. Especially with this scavenger. Well, now he's just dead anyway. So this is actually an opportunity now. So now I can eat both of them. Oh, are they dead already? No. Green lizards are very healthy. But only a few bites for a green lizard. And it could take less if you, you know, sometimes creature takes a while to like bleed out, even if it would normally die. Hello? Can I, so okay, dropwigs get stunned. Ow. Dropwigs get stunned for a very long time, so I want to test the rock. Nope. I can grab him. I'll just wait this out. Yeah, it's basically the spitter spider. I mean, I don't know. I hit the fruit, not the dropwig. Okay, it's a bit hard to aim. Where's that spear that he had? I guess there's no spear. Okay, this dropwig can still live. I have enough food, so I'm just gonna shelter. Or just I need to get some karma. So something that's a bit strange about the movement is that you walk slowly, but you jump high and fast. You know, jumping around like this is pretty fast. So you kind of switch between crawling and then standing up to jump. I don't know if I'm really a fan of that. Can you eat bat flies? Probably. Like it's something that I've kind of noticed with some modded. Oh, no art for this, or maybe it broke. But it sometimes, like in mods, like I feel like most of the movement doesn't really fit together. Like you can jump very fast and high, but wall jumps are like fairly slow and normal, you know? So you would think that such an agile character would also have good wall jumps, but like kind of not. I suck at aiming these. Just wait for them to drop down like that. It is cool that you can do that all without any weapons. Did that hit them? I don't think so. I'm gonna try something here. So yeah, I don't think it takes 3 bites to kill a pink lizard. It's just that it took a while for them to die. I got 3 bites within that time. I'm going to head to industrial now. I think I'm going to get to Pebbles through the the shaded route. I didn't mean to do all that. So even if even if a spear doesn't do enough damage, it still stuns them long enough for you to do the bite that actually kills them. Oh yeah, and here's another thing. Do I know what my goal is? I don't. So I'm just gonna go to Pebbles. So here's another weird thing. You jump really high, but you backflip. Kind of high too, but it's not really that much bigger. But like for Rivulet, for example, you jump, I'd say about this height. Rivulet has this kind of jump, but then their backflip is significantly higher. But for this character, they're both exactly the same, which doesn't really make sense. Because I feel like if you have a... Oh, I'm not dead. I don't know why this centipede is still alive. Kind of just assume that, like, having a good jump means you have a good backflip, but they're... The same with, like, wall jumps. I guess they're, like, decently fast. Also, the back spear kind of confuses me. I don't really see why holding an extra spear is really important for this character. Because I say, like, if there's a mechanic that's unique to a specific character, then you probably shouldn't just add it to your modded character for fun. Because obviously, hold up. I mean, I gotta test something here. Oh, if I had that much range. So I don't know if 1 dart is enough for a King Vulture. I don't even know if it depends on their size, or if like 1 dart is always good. Really another Vulture to show up. And they're already woke up. Okay. I'm not dead. Alright, that would have been better if the second Vulture didn't show up. Just like it's just like Artificer again. Luckily I have a Karma Flower. I just forget that Karma Flowers are actually really nice to have. Whoops. That's a drop wig. And I'm dead. Well, goodbye Karma Flower. Could probably kill that red lizard if I... Well, actually, I don't want to risk it because you might wake them up with the bite. I don't like that there's a green lizard here too. It's always dealing with multiple creatures at the same time, which ends up being difficult for most characters. Oh. That lizard, or that vulture's just dead. Just like that. So I want to throw that down. I missed all of those. Am I faster than a red lizard? I guess so. Whoops. Like let's go underneath and take the safe path past the drop wigs. There's no such thing as a safe path in this game. At least in outskirts with these spawns. So now we need to get our karma back up. Yeah, it's still quite difficult to I'm not dead. Wow, good dodges. Okay, a rock throw is enough. I think as long as they're stunned. As long as they've been stunned in some sort of way, they can be grabbed. Oh, I should have done a bite there. Hello? Can you not fall through the floor? There we go. Plenty of food. You know, these modded characters, they're always good at fighting like a single creature at a time. Like if you're in a single room and there's one other creature in that room, it's like, wow, look at how strong they are that they can deal with this single creature. And then the moment you go into the game and you deal with multiple creatures at the same time, it's only 10 times more difficult. Is there a karma flower? Yes, there is. That's nice. We have to get past the droplets again. Excuse me. Two spears is enough. They don't do that little damage. Wow, I really missed both of those shots. Maybe it would be nice if their hitbox was just a little bit bigger, because it has been... Because that was like way too easy to miss. Or maybe I'm just bad. Excuse me. Oh. I don't want to spend too much time here. Enough to get food. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are a spider today. So this time I'm just gonna stay at a shelter. Maybe I do want to try to fight a vulture at some point. And maybe a king vulture. There's actually just a shelter. Oh, my other karma flower is still here. No, I'm just not gonna risk it. We're just gonna stay in the shelter. Yeah, I mean, definitely the using the darts like that is pretty slow. But luckily, that's not all there is to combat. Because you get, like, any opportunity that they're stunned is an opportunity for you to bite them. So it's just like regular combat, throwing rocks, throwing spears. Just like going in for a bite like that. Just like that, it's possible. It's kind of cool. Can I do this? I don't know. There's some kind of skip in that room. Okay. Maybe I'm trying to do too much with this extra high jump. Although, you know, given that this character's ability is based on grabbing creatures, I might run into a lot of problems with just how difficult it is to grab creatures, or not just creatures, grabbing specific items. Maybe I'll try to kill this red lizard. Just kidding, there are 10 other lizards in this area. I love when that happens. If you don't know what happened there, I tried to throw a rock, but the moment I threw the rock, they grabbed it with their tongue. And then I threw a spear afterwards and it missed. The one thing that helps is that like there's a delay after you throw a spear, where you can no longer throw a spear for a short, or pick up a spear, I think, for a short time. And it's during that time where it's pretty easy to I don't like this. Did they? Okay, I just hit them with that dart and it did not do anything. Okay, we're going down here. I would be alive if I got lucky. I don't know why I exited out. I thought I hit one of them with the dart and it just did not do anything, but I guess it didn't matter. So I just made a movement mistake. I should remember that when you're crawling, your jump is like quite good. It's basically the same as just doing a regular pounce. Does it mean the spitter starts? I don't know. I guess we're heading to Shaded to find out. Oh, okay. So I guess maybe I shouldn't rely on throwing rocks if they're not strong enough to stun them. That backflip actually made me jump lower than if I just did a regular jump. Am I going to run into another leaf lizard? So let's throw a rock. No, they did turn over that time. Okay, well, I didn't die to that. Goodness, how long is this gonna take? I guess there's no really reason to do that. Do I have enough food? I do. So there's a room that's coming up that tends to have some vultures in it. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe there can be too many vultures. But if I just get to see one, then I will try to hunt it. Especially since I'll need food for the next shelter. It would be cool, maybe, if like hitting a creature with multiple darts would like. Can I do this? Would like stun them faster. But I think it just increases the duration of the stun. I think at least that's how it works for spitter spiders. But then you still have to wait for the effects to actually happen. Oh, okay. I didn't want a popcorn plant. Wow. Okay. No, okay. I guess we're just gonna wait. Still don't have the darts back for some reason. Grabbing his head. Been like the strongest white lizard ever, goodness. So this is the room I was talking about. See if we can find a vulture. And we already know what's going to happen. Is I'm gonna wait here for 10 minutes, and then a vulture, like multiple vultures, are gonna show up. We're not just gonna see one. Yep. So now the other, yep, there's 3 of them. This would be my opportunity to get this vulture. Oh wow. Okay, that was just enough. That single bite. Goodness. Maybe because I bit its head. Ah, I don't want a vulture mask. That jump is always scary. Yeah, come over here. Oh, come on. It's all fun until the second vulture shows up, or the third, or the fourth. I should have grabbed the pearl. We're just gonna go this way instead. This is another room that's good for fighting vultures. Maybe if one shows up. I guess not. All the vultures were in that other room. I don't know if it's faster to like try to jump a lot like that or just to crawl. Now let's see if we can get through shaded real quick. For every character that has like crawling based movement, you kind of realize that this game isn't designed for crawling to be used a lot. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? But the point is that you kind of gain speed, but you lose some maneuverability. So don't die to this. Pro tip. Unless you're doing that one challenge. Maybe I want to go to Pipe Yard. That area has a lot of like those rooms that are filled with tunnels that I feel like this character would be good at going through. Actually, that might be part of the plan. After Pebbles, get the subterranean through Pipe Yard. Being in crawling state locks you for 90% of the moveset. Actually, I'm going to go this way. It's so hard to hit them with these darts. I think it's an even smaller hitbox than spears. Now, surely these other spiders won't attack me. I thought there was a karma flower down there. Maybe it's in a different room. Like, I'm just gonna hop down, grab a karma flower, then go back up the top route, but I suppose not. Better night vision, that would make sense. Oh, is the shaded music playing now? Yep. Oh, this industrial complex is very scary right now. Goodness, these things are very hard to hit. They feel like just different enough from spears for me to not know how they work. Okay, come on. Really? I feel like the darts take way too long to recharge. A bit more slug, but less spider. Yep. Because it said that it takes 5 seconds to recharge the darts, but maybe it's like 5 seconds of standing still. Oh, not dangerous at all. Maybe I'll just get these popcorn plant. Oh, he took the spear. Wow, the spear that I gave to the scavengers was taken by the scavengers. Every Slugcat likes popcorn plants. Even the spider. Crying looks goofy. Just didn't expect it to go this fast. Just a question. Yeah, take those spears. Oops. Oh my gosh, scavengers. Why are you like this? At least I know that they don't have like awful reputation. They just kind of dislike me a little bit. Okay. This is actually kind of good. I really put in a lot of effort to get that overseer eye. Did scavenger just set you? Yep, sure did. I'm actually going to get more food that I can shelter and shaded immediately. Or maybe not. But I kind of took the risky strat through shaded, and I could have just gone through the consistent route. So I'll do that again. We don't mind too much scavenger. I also want to get the echo, just to worry about karma a little bit less. Although shaded doesn't really have the most food, so I might struggle. And there's a lot of lantern mice. Sure, their movement gets a lot better once you get used to it. Having to switch between crawling and standing up straight for whatever movement you want to do. That's kind of slow, actually. Well, okay, not really. Of course it's not slow. That's actually what this character does. You eat a... If you eat a fruit like that, you just pass out. Kind of like the opposite of sand. But I guess popcorn plant is still fine. It's the right of the shelter. That's the one that I tried to get, unless I forgot where it is. It's right here. I went down too far. He also passed out from Karma Flowers, although their effect still works. Spiders actually have really low health, so one spear is probably enough, even though it is weaker. I think the droplet I killed earlier was the one that's normally in this room. Don't blow me up. Opportunity. Of course, don't ever fight these guys. Don't ever do it. I thought, like, I'll hit him with multiple darts. Like, he'll really stay stunned for a long time. That's not how it works. You can never fight a Mirror's Vulture. It's impossible. How much health do Mirror's Vultures have? Oh, 20 health. That's cool. I don't think Mirror's Vultures ever really get injured. I feel like you could hit them with an explosive spear and they would not care. Remember when I said that this was that was the safe strat? Genocide. I always do that. It is weird that the moment that you touch the ground, you slow down immediately. Can I do... Okay, a single rock works on these. It probably depends on the creature, though. Some creatures are not going to care that much about rocks. Oh wait, I could just grab them normally. Yeah, there's some small creatures that you can just grab, like egg bugs too, I think. That was kind of awful. So there's a drop bug soon. There they are. It is fun to do that, although it's not really like for any other character. That one spear would be enough anyway, or you could just pick up the spear again and throw it. So it doesn't really make a difference for the creatures that are already pretty weak. So they're going to throw something at this overseer. Are you friends? No. I just barely dodged that rock. Oh, spitter spider. I got hit. I'm not gonna risk assuming that I'm immune. Now we get to test this out. I'm not immune. And the duration doesn't even seem shorter. That's cool. At least we have a Lancer. Where is the spitter spider? Oh, there it is. That's the last food that we need. I'm just gonna crawl our way out of here. Another thing that I'd like to mention is that it's kind of common for modded characters, and not just Rain World, to try to like maximize speed. So the fast characters are always fun to play, so it's like, well, I want to make my character fun, so I'm gonna make them fast too. I really don't like this guy. So I do think that this character is maybe a little too fast. But, you know, they could still be a fast character. Just like, it's strange how they go from like being really slow, walking around, but then when the moment they jump, they speed up a ton for no reason. Actually, activate the echo first. Actually, this won't be a bad decision. There's a normal spider there too. Pretty lucky that I got a lantern, but I think this character would make sense if they had some amount of night vision. Probably get away with just like making it so that like the like dark or the brightness level of every room is like increased slightly. Kind of like how the darkness Slugcat, the one that was blind, artificially set them all lower. Right, so like they made all the rooms look dark. Surely you could do it the opposite and make all the rooms look bright, right? Neutral reputation with spiders. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there any other character, modded character, where it's like, it's similar to some creature, so that creature isn't aggressive? Because there was the friend Slugcat that just had a good reputation with all the lizards, but they didn't really have anything to do with lizards other than that ability. Hello. Although that might make some areas way too easy. If spiders are the main threat, you just completely ignore it. Ooh, I want to see if I can kill some Miros birds. I mean, I guess compared to all the speedruns, this is an improvement. Look at how fast they crawl. You can see their legs just kind of going. The thing is that I still have to do a bunch of speedruns. I'm just not doing all of them on stream. I recently got the Gourmand speedrun verified. So if you want to find that easily, it's on the speedrun.com. Oh, really? That's disappointing. I don't really swim that fast either. I don't need a karma flower. Flower attack. Spooky spider slugcat in a very spooky region. So I should be able to just make this jump. Just one spear. Now I'd love to shelter here. So hopefully I can find a centipede. I hear one. I managed to hit the same segment twice in a row. Why are you going so far? There we go. I don't know why that doesn't give much food at all. That size of centipede. Crawl faster, jump higher, shoot paralytic darts. Yeah, pretty much. They also bite. They have a very similar maul to Artificer, but it does a lot of damage. A lot more damage than Artificers. Which means that it's actually your main combat tool since spears don't do much damage. I don't know how much though. Probably like comparable to Monk. Or maybe even less than that. But it always takes like 2 spears to kill a droplet, for example. But the bite does a lot of damage. I managed to one-shot a vulture with the bite, actually. What, the food bar? Yeah, you need a lot of food. That's why we're going to be hunting Mirror Spurs. We'll actually see how strong this bite is. Oh, I don't know. Can Mirror Soldier show up here? This takes place in Artificer's campaign. Although I did bite their head, which I imagine applies extra damage. So if you bite a vulture's head, it might one-shot them. That's how strong the bite can be. Want to make this jump? There we go. Are we even going to see a single Mirror Bird though? There they are. Whoops. I didn't mean to throw the flashbang, but now I've hit them with the darts. Don't run away too far. It's happened with the Mirror's Vulture. That's kind of annoying, right? That's like the whole point of the character, right? To stun a creature with the darts and then go in for a bite. But if they immediately wake up and insta-kill you, I mean, I suppose like you should be careful around a Mirror's Bird and Mirror's Vultures, right? They're very dangerous creatures. But I hit them with multiple darts, so I think the more darts you hit them with, the less likely they should be to wake up, or maybe even like a guaranteed chance. Like if you hit them with 1 dart, maybe they'll wake up immediately. But if you hit them with 2 darts, you can bite them an extra time without them waking up. And an extra bite again if you hit them with 3 darts. That would be interesting. But I think that oh, by the way, every single creature can be. I'm pretty sure the way it works is that every creature can just be stunned by the spider darts. Like even deer. I don't know if Leviathans are affected though, but most creatures it's just like an automatic thing. Even if the creatures aren't usually in the same region. Most probably because of arena mode, right? You can spawn in any 2 creatures in arena mode, so a spider and some other creature, you'd want that interaction to work. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that the duration does stack. It's just that when you bite them, it might wake them up. So that pretty much means I can't even think about fighting a creature like Mirror Spirits. Scavs can use Iterator puppets as spears. What? Is two gonna be the problem? That was way too close. You know, maybe I'll just grab one of these flashbangs and just do memory crypts like normal. Although I don't have any food. There's also some centipedes at the end of the region, hopefully. So we're just hiding back here. Goodness, the speed that you can get in tunnels, like, let's see how high I can jump out of this. Okay, actually, I don't have time to test it. Goodbye. Yeah, that one centipede I ate did not give much food at all. So we'll have to see. There's a centipede. Yeah, that gave half. There's a lot of fighting going on up here. Was I holding a spear? Oh, we're doing that again. The centipede jump scare. How did I get such a big boost out of that one tunnel? Thank you for that. Got stuck in filtration, gave up. Filtration can be quite annoying. But you always have a lot of options of where to go. Multiple pipes. So you can always look at the map. I mean, maybe you didn't have the access to this feature since it was only recently added in Downpour. Or maybe remix options. I don't know. But you can look on the map and like see creatures that are off screen. So actually I'll test it out right here. You can see those mirror spirits when they cross by. So that works in filtration system. You can open the map and see where the mole lizards are. And just like hide in the pipes where they don't have access to. And that's a shelter that you can take at the end of filtration system. And once you get there, you can pretty much make it all the way to the end. Even if it takes a lot of attempts. So at that point of the game, the karma doesn't matter. Once you make it to filtration. Can I do the boost again? Goodness. Speed of the Slugcat. So, can we not die to centipedes this time? Actually, I'd actually do like memory crypts a lot. I think it's just like fun to just go across since you're pretty much only worrying about mirror birds and they're very obvious where they are. So it's actually like very safe if you play it carefully. which I have not been. You're probably going to die if you try to fight the Mirror Birds. And even in like the jellyfish video I made, it's like, wow, you can use jellyfish to kill Mirror Birds. You can't really. That took so many attempts. Did you just a few Mirror Birds killed? A few Mirror Bird kills. It took so many attempts. Now I don't have enough food. And I need to fight a bunch of stuff like spiders and white lizards. And Mirror vultures. Can't eat this fruit. Ignore the karma one in the corner. Yep. I actually don't know if I was at one karma for those clips. Oh yeah, don't do a backflip. They don't jump as high. Here's some food. Yep, don't mind me. I'm definitely not going to attack you from behind. I think that the spider might still be alive. Oh, drop hook too. What is this amalgamation of various creatures? Ow. Wadley's still stunned. I think I grabbed his head. This is a modded Slugcat. That is a spider. Okay, that white lizard is gone. And so, okay. All the food is gone now. Insert crab rave. There's still the drop hook somewhere. Oh wow, the food right here. That's wonderful. Yeah, let me just eat this. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's certainly a sentence that is in the chat. That sentence did not exist like a few years ago. People will not know what you're talking about. Wow, 3 food pips, only 5 to go before I can save. Opposite of vegan carnivore? Okay, let's just stop trying that jump. Obviously I can't make it. I did not hit them with a spear. Where did the spear go? I was just holding one. There it is. Are regular spiders affected? Looks like they are. Okay, finally. I think I'm going to have to eat the grapple worms. Sorry to all the grapple worm fans out there. So I just levitate up the poles. You do climb poles very fast. Let's see if we can just skip through this area without a grapple worm. Okay, I'm immediately questioning if that's possible. Fine, throw boosting is the thing. Maybe I'll just go the intended path to this room. These fruit are gonna get in the way, aren't they? No? Oh, I missed the pole. Come on. that time they really messed with me. And it's about to rain. Okay, we are... Well, it's only like a few rooms away at the shelter. Oh dear, this is actually close. Why are their jumps off of poles so short when their regular jumps are so high? My question. Literally right here. Goodness. How does the Slugcat sleep when there's flashing lights like that all the time? Goodness. The depression you went through and you abandoned your worm. You know, I've heard some speedrunners not happy about the fact that grapple worms are used in a lot of speedruns. They actually are pretty much used in every single category. Most story percent categories except for Artificer. Gormon can craft a grapple worm at some point and use it in Sunken Pier. Rivulets, oops, don't grab their head. I do not want to go back into the pipe. Rivulets uses the grapple worm to get across Underhang. And, who else is left? Spearmaster uses a grapple worm to get through Underhang and Precipice. It's just, well, I guess I'll just keep them. And Spearmaster, or Saints, is just a grapple worm by default. Don't. Okay. Well, look at what you've done. So a lot of grapple movement in story percent speedruns. I just look at sleep with malfunction gravity generators. There's an animation that shows that where the Slugcat keeps hovering up when the gravity turns off. I don't know how to find that though. It's something that I remember. Good job, Spider. Oh, you suck. You're awful. Okay, I guess that works. I suck at aiming to start. Being able to actually throw it diagonally kind of keeps messing me out. Being able to throw it down is kind of nice, actually. Oh, I tamed them. Well, sorry for accidentally attacking you. Tamed the lizard acquired. I think I gave this blue lizard brain damage. Just need some food, man. Okay. No, you can't do that. Stop. You know, taming a Scion wasn't part of the plan. Is this just Survivor? What do you mean? The campaign? Are there normally Scion lizards in this? In Underhang? Or Exterior? Yeah, this is a scary jump. They're alive. They're good. I'm pretty sure this is an Artificer's campaign. Although I guess it is quite similar to Hunter for a while. But there's been a lot of scavengers around, so... Like in Outskirts, I don't think there's normally scavengers in Outskirts for Hunter, at least in the starting area. Of course there's scavengers closer to farm arrays. Bring the lizard to 5 pebbles. Let's see if they make it that far. Did I hear something over here? Well, it's not what I was thinking of. Significantly less dangerous. For the last 5 jumps, they're 20 frames shorter. The cooldown is shorter, so you recover faster. Okay, who knows where the lizard went? Probably just brought the blue lizard to their den. Which is probably further down. Watching dropwoods perish. So I don't have a grapple worm. I could have grabbed one. Let's see if we can just continue on. I'm gonna bring up a very small nitpick I have with this game. The song that's playing right now, that plays in the entrance of the Underhang, is the same song that plays in the entrance of Moon's Underhang. Just kind of like strange. I guess like they're very similar locations, but I feel like Moon should have a different theme. Yeah, my logic is that this character has very good movement climbing on poles, so this area shouldn't be that bad. That's interesting. So it's always good to like be constantly using explosive jumps so that you're on the last few left. That's the kind of stuff that I was wondering about that I might not know from just playing. So far this area has been very empty. So I assume like a good way to do that is like the moment you start seeing the sparks, like wait for the sparks to go away and then do a jump. Because I think like once the sparks appear, you only have 2 jumps left, right? Okay, I'm going to avoid going to Pebbles because I always end up regretting it. Like, oh, let's just go to Pebbles, and then I'd spend like an hour there. Like, why did I decide to do this? I have another question. Is this effective? I'd love to see this DLL just drop into the abyss. Well, I guess, you know, it works, but that's not where I wanted them to fall. Ah, okay, I need to take advantage of this. I also considered just pushing the DLL off the edge, but I don't know if they're, like, if they would eat me if I did that, even though they're stunned. You never know with DLLs. So I do need to grab a grapple worm at this point. It's not Artificer? Or not Spearmaster? Surely I can make this jump. That's not even nearly as high. Okay, well, I guess we'll just do this. Look, I'll drop the grapple worm. That's a wonderful time for you to show up. Are you gonna come over here? The shelter symbol was drawn by Spearmaster. So I assume that as Spearmaster, you just don't see that. Did I get hit? No. Are you gonna come over here? Yes. I don't know if this rock was stunned for long enough. I need to get back here, grapple worm. Really? Well, I'm not dead. Wow. Okay, that was enough. That makes sense, because Spearmaster is a bit of an artist. Okay, I feel like there's like a really dramatic arc on those darts. They fall off immediately. Okay, let's not do that. Oh, there's a shelter right here. I didn't want to go this way, but okay. Well, I didn't die, but maybe after this shelter. Okay, so basically there's a number of jumps that you can do, and then a cooldown between when those jumps are recovered. So it's kind of like I assume that when you do a jump, the timer is reset. Yeah, I wanted to grab a Overseer Eye. Surely you guys won't attack me now that I've given you a gift. It's suddenly so bright. We're outside now. Has anyone made a left side leg mod, like modded region? Because we assume that there's a leg like right here. supports, like, and it would be somewhere in shaded, kind of, where that leg touches down. Just curious if anyone has, like, made a mod for that area, although I guess it might be kind of boring if it's just the same as the other leg. No drop hook here. We're just waiting this out. How long can I survive? I wanted to give that to the Scion. Okay, you know, we're just gonna keep going. That Scion already looks injured. Facing the wrong way in that tunnel. Just the speed that you go through tunnels. The thing is that tunnels are so confined that, you know, it doesn't really feel unwieldy, because a problem with some fast Sluggats is that they can be too fast to, like, be able to maneuver well. But in tunnels, you don't really have any options of where to go, so I feel like you just get the extra speed without any downside. So I kind of like it. Like, even though it's maybe a little too fast. Probably the easiest wall climb that I've ever done without a vulture mask. Goodbye. That really hit them. As long as the spear is moving downwards, right? 2 darts for 2 lizards. If you want to pass out right now, that'd be nice. Goodbye. A little too ambitious with that jump. You just do the normal jump. You don't even need to do a roll bounce. Yep, definitely Artificer. Actually, I think there's scavengers here for Spearmaster too. Take these spears. I'm not dangerous. I think my reputation should be good at this point. I don't know what it was when I started, but I've given them a few spears and over to your eyes. I'll give them another here. Oh, come on. My spears are so slow though, it's hard to hit them. I think that pole plants and kelp just can't be hit by the darts, because I tried to hit a monster kelp earlier, although I'll try again. There's some pole plants up here, or are they the ones down there? Yeah, okay, well, we'll find out later. You know, I just realized this character has really fast pole movement, but they can also fast pole climb. That's not how Rivulet works. Do you think, no. I hope they haven't picked up the pearl already. Thank you for that. Different lizards have different head shield angles. So Cyan is the easiest to hit without like hitting their head. Can Riv fast pool climb? I think it's possible, but like it's a really rough timing. If you just do a fast pool climb like you would as any other character, you just jump off as Rivulet. But this character feels like they climb poles even faster than Rivulets, but they can also stop fast pole climb. Or maybe it's because of Rivulets like faster like pole jump speed. So they jump off the poles faster, so that's enough speed for them to just jump straight off. And this character has more normal like jumps off of poles, so it still works, even though they climb faster. They don't have enough grip. Is that change between Slugcats, how strong they can grip poles? Very interesting movement right here. Yeah, okay, so it is probably their like speed when jumping off of poles. Okay, it makes sense. And this character is a spider, so they're better at climbing things. Unfortunately, you can't climb walls. Like, that makes sense, right? Now, the next question. Does Five Pebbles have some different dialogue, or is it default Survivor? Or is the game gonna crash? Could be any of those options. No, it doesn't work. You can't throw boost with the darts. Everyone's favorite part of Five Pebbles. There we go. Okay. Oh, I'm not centered. Although that was still surprisingly smooth. This looks like Survivor. I think I have wall bounces turned off. So I'm pretty sure that the like dialogue with Pebbles as Artificer is based on having the drone and not the campaign that you're in. I can't tell if I missed or if he can't be hit. Tiny hitbox. Okay, it just does not seem affected at all. Because normally by the time it falls off, it's already affected the creature that it hit. Oh wow, I even get stunned from eating that. Okay, well at least he doesn't kill you. I'm pretty sure that the darts doesn't deal damage. Because maybe the, like when Pebbles kills you for attacking him, maybe that happens if you deal damage to him. So if the dart doesn't do any contact damage, then he's not going to care about it. It's not mind you going through the pipe you want to do. Nah, just one neuron. He probably doesn't really like it. But like, whatever. He might have dialogue if you eat a neuron inside the chamber, where he's like, hey, don't do that. Actually, making a lot of progress towards passages without even really trying. And I have max karma, so I'm pretty sure that interaction, the default like survivor interaction, just gives you max karma. Yeah, definitely has to reveal it. Dart is probably not an item. That might be it too. Like you can't pick up a dart. Are we just going to ascend? Probably. Maybe we'll like stun the guardians and that'll be it. Or I can try stunning a Leviathan, although it's kind of hard to tell if a Leviathan is even alive or not. Okay, surely I have a positive reputation now. I also want to go through Pipe Yard. Or maybe I can go to Farm Race and stun a deer real quick. That could be fun. You might even be able to get kill credit for deers if you like hit them with a rock before they die to wormgrass. Maybe we'll try that. I have to remember that I don't have a vulture mask, so I do have to be careful here. At least a little bit. It's so hard to aim these things. Maybe it would be nice if there was a little bit of like auto aim, because of how tiny the hitbox is and the fact that they have a slightly different trajectory to spears. Yeah, I was going to eat that. I was scared that I went too far down. Yep. Oh, okay. You can really spam those darts, goodness. I'm never gonna get food, alright? Oh, a king vulture. That would surely be very safe and easy to get food. Was that batfly or a dropwood? Yeah, I'm pretty sure wormgrass can just kill anything except for green lizards and caramel lizards. You know, actually, I guess it is kind of nice that this character can hold things on their back. Or hold spears on their back. So that you have a free hand to grab creatures with. I actually didn't think about that. Green lizards are really just playing on easy mode. Unfortunately, that also locks out a lot of content for them. So I said I was going to go to Pipe Yard, but I also want to go to Farmer A's. And those two regions don't exactly connect very well. I love doing that. I want to see if I can kill a vulture here. Maybe the pole movement can be a little unwieldy sometimes. Right music. Well, I guess you also want to put your spear on your back to be able to throw darts, because you have to be not holding any other items. I probably use passages. Oh my gosh, I suck. Did the... Hello? Vulture? I'm still up here. Giant music is still playing. Oh yeah, they're down there. Oh, come on, that's the worst timing. And now there's a king vulture. Oh, vultures can die to pits. I mean, eventually. They're pretty good at, like, any flying creature is pretty good at avoiding it. You know, we can just get something else for food. Oh, hey, another vulture. Yep, I'm here. Did they leave too? Sure that the Slugcat closes their eyes when you open the map, so you can do this. Okay, I said I was going to leave, and then I didn't. Of course, I couldn't get this vulture. That's probably the worst I've played this game in like ever. Didn't kill like 2 vultures that I could have. Didn't kill the scion that I could have. Both of them. And I didn't even die to the king vulture. I just missed. What does the get fancy button do? Lets you get fancy. This is how I get the spider appearance, because it doesn't come with the mod. Which is something like a small complaint. Like the mod should just make you look like a spider. You shouldn't have to get another mod to do that. But this is what they recommend you do. Like, hey, go into get this mod to make yourself look like a spider. Otherwise, without the mod, they just look like a purple Slugcat. So we're going to do something this time. Goodness. Can't ever have too much fun in this game. What the heck? 3 of them? Really? Yes, I would like 3 whole king vultures. I wanna like I wanna get out of here. That's what I meant to say. But I think biting that king vulture's head did like most of their health. Like they seem pretty crippled after that point. Opinions so far. They're interesting. I really like their movement. Honestly, I've come to enjoy it more. Like specifically moving through tunnels, climbing up pipes and stuff. I think like just crawling and okay, let me phrase this better. I think that their movement is a little overtuned. Like they don't really need to jump this high and like jump this fast. They don't need this. The crawling fast and like crawling through pipes. Like crawling and climbing really fast makes sense for a spider character. So I don't have any problems with that. And it's fun to like climb around through tunnels. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. Am I going to farms or pipe yard? I'm going to stay in a shelter close to pipe yard, go to farmerays, and then... Oh, come on. Go to farmerays and then passage back to pipe yard. Goodbye. I like the bite. I think it makes sense. I think like it's cool that there's a character that focuses on the bite, because it's kind of a mechanic that's just like added on to some mod characters for no reason. Like, oh, by the way, this character can also do the buy attack like Artificer can. Like, is that really necessary for every single modded character to have? But if you're gonna like focus on it, that's cool. Did not give me much food at all. I think that the idea of the poison darts, you know, it's interesting conceptually, but it's kind of clunky in execution. It's like way too hard to hit creatures with the darts. I think a little bit of auto aim might help, because like a spitter spider, they can hit you. I just realized I missed the entrance to pipe yard. Ow. Spitter spiders can aim at you in any direction. And you can aim in more directions than normal than you can throw spears. Like, you can throw diagonally, for example. But it's such a tiny hitbox that it's like really hard to hit anything, especially since we're not really used to throwing diagonally. I'll throw a cherry bomb to distract them. Nope. So I probably would like it if the dart was easier to use and maybe like a bit faster to like actually stun a creature. It's a little bit annoying to hit a creature with a dart and then just sit there for a few seconds waiting for it to get stunned. It's more interesting if the creature is like trying to attack you, because then there's like a few seconds of trying to run away before they are stunned. But for like if there's a creature that really can't get to you, then you're just waiting for it to pass out. I think that one change that would be really nice is if hitting a creature with more darts let you bite them more without them waking up. Because there was a Mirror Vulture at some point that I wanted to try killing, so I hit them with a few poison darts, and then I tried to bite them, and they immediately woke up and instantly killed me. So it'd be cool if, like, for big creatures like that, if you could hit them with multiple darts, so they're stunned for a longer time, so you can get a few bites in. I think that it actually makes sense to give them that sort of advantage over big creatures because they need a lot of food, right? Like, look at this food requirement. It's like being able to hunt vultures and like mirror spirits as well. I think it makes sense to be able to do that because of how much food that you need. Same with like red lizards, some larger variants of centipedes. Oh, I want to see if I can kill a red centipede. Actually, I don't know what the stream looks like. No, don't do it. I need to eat you. Why are you going that way? That's the Zapple plant? I didn't even know. Okay, so it seems like that doesn't do anything. That's the closest. I know this is the closest shelter, but I want to get some more food. I actually need to get more food. Why is this a problem for this character? This must be how spitter spiders feel. They actually, whenever they do hit their darts, they're like, the creature just ends up running away. They're like, damn, I can't get that. And of course, right when I die, an egg bug shows up. Maybe the time that it takes for the darts to affect a creature should be dependent on how many darts you hit the creature with. So with just one dart, like, it takes the normal amount of time for them to be stunned, but then but if you hit them with multiple darts in a row, then it's like an immediate effect. Surely just a pink lizard will be easy to get. Actually, can it even climb up here? That was perfect if they didn't move. That really missed? It hit the flowers. How did it miss? Okay, finally got some food. Just speedruns at the shelter. It's cool being able to do that with their pole climbing speed. Shelter doesn't close until you move off of that exit. And I do have passages to use. So we'll head from here over to Farmeries. Okay, annoying thing, you can't. I did hit it. So it seems like maybe you can only hit the very, like, tip of a pole plant. Although, who knows if that actually did anything. So I do enjoy the fast tunnel movement, and it's, like, pretty controllable. Just like immediately. The moment I don't have the vulture mask. I could still be released. Scavengers? Yo, we're cool now. That was way too close. Goodness. That really missed. Like, I feel like that's kind of annoying. Just barely missed like that. I always love doing that. Okay, just fed that lizard. Just died because I guess they didn't like that centipede. Okay. There's just no other creature in the whole room. Maybe there's a drop wick I should have looked for. Okay. Welcome to the void. The void of the game just crashed. Hope you enjoy your time here. And we should be back. That's just something that you should expect to happen sometimes with mods. POV shaded citadel. So I forgot which one of these poles is dangerous. Okay, yeah, that's kind of annoying, not being able to throw the darts with the mask. It feels like you have an empty hand, right? Since you can't throw the mask. But it still prevents you from throwing darts, so... I actually turned around. Just in the middle of the pipe, just because. Like, I'll try to dart him right there. But nope, I have a mask. So I'm probably going to drop the mask soon, just so that I can use my ability more often. You know, right here. It's actually fast enough to outrun that vulture. The vulture is somewhere up there. Now we wait for a bit. Okay, there's in fact a wall in the way. It does, at least like most of this character's attributes do like synergize well together. Like when you're able to stun creatures, of course, like, or when you're able to bite stunned creatures, of course you have a way to stun creatures. I had full food. Sometimes modded characters just have a whole bunch of abilities that don't really fit well together. Although I think this character's high jumps don't really make sense still. I feel like if anything, they should have a higher wall jump. Like being able to climb on things. I'm going to be a little bit risky here. Actually, where are the... Okay, I don't have a map for farm raise. I've never been to farm raise before, apparently. It's a shelter right here. Ooh, there's something I should test right here. You might already know what I'm talking about. More slug than spider, confirmed. Okay, well, I gave one full tip, but at first it just looked like 1/4. Goodness. Like, I can understand why crawling around would make you move fast, but then also being able to jump around like this as another movement option, I don't understand why that's there. Creators of this were kind of lazy. It can also just be lack of experience and skill. Well, that probably doesn't do any damage, but you can do it. You know, the developer might be planning on doing like future updates to this character, so this is just what we're able to play now, and don't know what it may eventually turn into. Here is the final test. Oh, how am I gonna hit them with a spear from here? Or maybe, you know, maybe it'd be a good idea to get a sport puff. Maybe. There is one right here. Didn't know. Secret sport puff. I didn't want to throw it that far. Now we wait. I love farmers. Of course, I'm not actually planning on riding the deer. Yep. All right, here's the deer. Thing is, I need to stun it at the right time for it to. I need to hit him with the darts at the right time so that he's stunned. You know, actually, it would help if I had a extra spear. There's one. Actually, of course, it has to be right where the pink lizard is. Okay, this should help. Just have it on my back. Where is this deer anyway? Hello? Did they just leave immediately? Because now the wormgrass don't seem to care. I think it's back. This is where I'd like to have the mod that lets you look over one screen. Average farm cycle. This would be even worse if I wanted to ride on the deer. Okay, I guess they just don't want to show up. No deer at all? Nothing? Maybe they're mad at me because I tried to bite the other deer. Now they don't want to help me out. Well, probably because they know that I'm going to try to kill them. Am I doing the extra jump in the air? It's just a little bit of buffer. It's kind of like coyote time. Like when you walk off a ledge, there's a short time. It's actually kind of hard to show as this character since they don't walk very fast, but there's a time like right after walking a ledge where you can still do a jump. And it kind of works the same on a pole. Whoops, it's not jumping to the wormgrass. So of course, when you're like climbing on a pole, you can do a jump. But there's a short time after like leaving the pole where you can still do that jump. Just like a caddy time with the platform. So you can actually use it to get a little bit more distance by doing something like that. Out at the top of the pole, hold in one direction, and then like a bit after leaving the pole, do that jump that you have stored. What I'm doing here is I'm basically just doing a pole boost so that I get launched off of the pole, but that jump that I have is still saved, so I can do another jump midair. I didn't technically use my jump. Or I refresh it like right after grabbing the pole. If you ever see a Survivor speedrun, there's a room in Outskirts where they use this to gain some extra height. Is the deer finally here? The music started playing for some reason. It's also what lets you do this tech. Okay, of course this plant has to be in the way. Get from 5 pebbles to go to 5 pebbles from the wall without 2 spears. There's another thing that you do. Like this. You can do a turn and crouch to store it, so that when you stand up, you do a backflip. Which like gets you a little bit more height. It doesn't really show as this character since their default jump is so high. You basically just do a roll pounce to throw the spear up into the wall, and then you do this to grab that spear. Or you can just grab it all in one roll pounce. Okay, this deer is just not showing up. Maybe they are mad at me, so I'll just like run back real quick. Does wormgrass only use visual receptors to hunt? Like, do you mean like, do they not use any other method? I mean, I suppose, yeah. No, can I not buy this? I guess if they don't react to anything else, then they react to gooey ducks, right? And I think that like Moon says something about them having some like specific smell. If someone, well, actually, I could check while waiting for the worm for the deer. An overwhelming odor. So wormgrass, and since gooey ducks kind of repel wormgrass, then they have some way to smell essentially. They probably can't hear because I'm jumping a whole lot here and they don't know, but the moment I go into line of sight, you know, they react. Oh, now there's a deer from this direction. Thing is that I don't want him to climb down here. Well, it's not like just physical contact. There's a little bit of a radius. Hey, no, come back. Like, oh, I guess he's not interested. Doesn't want to go over the wormgrass. So I'm just gonna head this way instead. Get back here. There's a deer on the left. Okay, this deer no longer wants to move. Just kidding. It's not while I was there. Oh, of course there is. So it was just a distraction. I see. Oh, they're just gonna move too far off screen. I might have thrown the spear too early. Maybe you just need to hit them with the dart for it to count as a kill. Although it does, since it didn't hit pebbles, I don't also imagine that it doesn't count as like hitting them. I mean, that's basically just smelling, right? Reacting with chemicals in the air. That's what I mean by like kind of smelling. As long as they detect something in the air that's different. They don't like about gooey ducks for whatever reason. But I don't really know how that would help with hunting since they don't seem to do that for any creature that they like to eat. Maybe they use it to smell like green and or caramel lizards just to know that they shouldn't eat them. Anyway, I'm going to use a passage now. So I'll check if I got kill credit for that. For that deer. Nope. So you're saying they don't smell anything, but they taste it instead. You know, I just realized there's not really anything poisonous in Rain World. Is there? Maybe something that I'm not thinking of. But where's this shelter? No, this is the right spot. Okay. I just was reading the map wrong. How to accidentally get Dragon Slayer while just killing a bunch of dragons. As in lizards. That was kind of a close jump. Oh dear. No, I can just make this. Yeah. Yeah, come over here. Scion lizard jump scares. Okay, I guess that makes more sense. Hello, scavenger. I'm gonna see if I can speedrun through Pipe Yard. If I remember the routes. I think I know the route through Pipe Yard from Industrial, but not really from Sky Islands. Oops. Already forgetting where to go. Cause who wants to go to Pipe Yard? I have been to Pipe Yard as Artificer like once in an expedition. And it was awful. Because I had like a bunch of burdens on. Wait, it looks a little different. Oh yeah, that red centipede. I want to find that. Oh, I don't remember anything. Here it is. Yeah, I saw an opportunity to pin it to the wall. I took it. So it's these rooms that I'm talking about that I feel like you'd be able to move through quite quickly as this character. This one's a little bit more open. Oh, goodness. Good dodge. Classic red centipede behavior. Wow, I could not go into that pipe. Can I stun it? That's what I'm wondering. That's where the song plays. Yep. Don't go to Piper Yard enough to know. Rooftops also plays here. I like that song. Not a good environment for this character to move around in. The very rough terrain. You can bite the red centipede through the armor. I mean, I think that red centipedes are the kind of creatures who try to immediately kill you the moment you bite them, so I will try to get to a shelter first. I know that the shelter is somewhere around that area. Wow. Vulture? It's not a king vulture, I might try to fight it. Just kidding, it's multiple vultures. Everyone's favorite. I shouldn't be dead. I should have grabbed its head. I don't know where that spear went that I threw. I think oh, did I hit him? Spear gone. Alright, this will just be dead. Yep. If biting a centipede would just electrocute you instantly. You don't even have a chance to like try to avoid them. You're just dead. Goodness. Oh yeah, I'm holding a mask so I can't use darts. So I guess we'll do a little sample, or we'll do a little test on this centipede here. Not on its head. Okay, it does not seem to care, but I think that removed a piece of armor. I mean, that's usually what happens when you hit centipedes, right? Question is, can I get to this shelter? So that's why I took this route through the room. Actually, you can ask, but I don't have an answer. I just threw a rock at him. So I don't even know if this like goes through the armor. Oh, yeah, it certainly works. I'm not gonna test that now. The shelter, that's the shelter where they are right now. That's way too close. Goodness. If you want to come in here, I'd appreciate it. Some breakfast. Wasted good threat music. The Slugcat looks very cute. This is a spider. But, I mean, okay. Yep, get back here. Hello, and welcome to the stream. I'm about to attempt to kill a red centipede. So I will probably die. I do... Oh, goodness. There's so many other centipedes, too. I do like that there is a red centipede here, because Piper is kind of my like go-to location when I want to kill a red centipede. Because I feel like it's the easiest place. Okay, why are you here? I don't want to fight you. Oh, you're just gonna get stunned. I missed my chance. And there's another. If you want to die to that, go ahead. I missed. I don't know if delaying that second dart, like... That did remove armor. And it kind of sounded like it did damage, like it didn't make the armor sound effect. But yeah, that was pretty much what I was expecting to happen. Okay. I've been saying speedrun for a while, so now is the time to actually start moving. The real challenge is navigating this whole region, though. Oh, am I going backwards? This is usually the room that I... Yeah, we're going backwards. Yeah, good job, dude. So which way do I go, if I can remember? Oh, the other pipe. They actually tried to dodge the spear, but they ended up jumping into it. I relate to that. Egg bug. I mean, it is, we have discovered through very scientific means that this is, they're definitely more Slugcat than Spider. This is the wrong way. Can you tell I've never been to this region much? I'm pretty sure I memorized the route through this region at least once, and then I kind of forgot. Especially when coming in from a different direction. So these are the kind of rooms that I came here for. Because this character can climb through tunnels very quickly. Yeah, I don't know what my plan was. I believe this is the room that I want to go to. No. Maybe this room. Maybe this room? No, I don't think so. I'll keep going this way, because I'm pretty sure there's another pipe on the other side. Getting a spider corpse. I think that does actually work, because there's been some times where I've been holding a corpse and it made me like move faster. I guess another time to test something. Although it'd be kind of hard to aim. Okay, you know what? Let's just say that it doesn't work. Don't recover. Thank you. Oh, okay, I remember this room. The maze room. So I've kind of, gotten used to the movement more. It is fun to move around these tunnels. Go up here. I still think that the high jump is weird. That's kind of like my only complaint about the movement. They're just a little bit too fast in general, but they're like climbing, pole climbing and tunnel movement I think are good speeds. They're kind of like rivulets, but like going through tunnels instead of, well, rivulets. Also, there should definitely be a Leviathan in this room. Maybe not definitely, but it could be cool. That does not stun them for very long. So the whole party going on up here. Some scavengers hanging out in the dark. I'll probably going to starve because there's no food down here except for like 2 flowers. So I'm not going to ascend. I don't even know if this character has like custom artwork for the ending sequence. Rip off Leviathan cave. But it kind of makes sense, right? You're in like a dark cave, very low in the world, and like a Leviathan pops up and like eats you when you're least expecting it. So I'm not going to ascend, because it usually takes forever to get through the depths, but I want to at least see the guardians. I want to see if I can paralyze them. Okay, here's a question for all of you. Is the like spider darts, is it a like, does it paralyze creatures or does it like tranquilize creatures? Like, to put you to sleep, or are you like, or you can't, just prevents you from moving? I want to save this. Okay, it's not worth it. Hey, another spitter spider over there. I have actually learned my way around this area. That's a not insignificant centipede. It kind of looks like I'm lost. Did I just go in a circle? Okay, that's why. I didn't see this pipe. How do you know that? I'm just wondering what if you guys had any ideas. Cause I kind of like just say whatever. Ooh, that's a... I do really like this route through filtration. Once you get into one of those rooms, because there's an entrance that you can go through from the top of Subterranean. All right. So before we get to those guardians, I want to talk just like kind of my final thoughts of this character. I already did kind of sum it up earlier. Basically, I think that like some parts of this character are very cool. I think that the whole idea of like stunning creatures with the darts and then biting them to deal like a ton of damage, I like that. Because like both those mechanics work well together. I think that their mobility on poles and through tunnels is a lot of fun. I think that but I think that the high jump, when like the high standing jump, just kind of doesn't make sense. Especially since some of their other jumps aren't as good. Like jumping off of poles, it is like fast horizontally, but not very vertically. And their backflip isn't like much higher than their regular jump, so like it's strange that only their regular standing jump is just a lot better. So I think that really isn't necessary for this character. It's a stun. Well, that doesn't really specify anything, does it? Goodness. So a snail popping is the same as getting shot by a spider dart. That's funny. Also, I think the darts are a bit difficult to use sometimes. Like, it's just like such a small projectile that it's really hard to hit. Hard to hit anything really, except for like the very large creatures. So, especially since like when you throw a spear, you throw the spear slightly upwards. It's very slight, but there's a slight upwards curve so that you can stay in the air longer instead of immediately dropping down. The spider darts, they immediately start going down. So let's see if you're crouching. Like, that's a decent amount of range, but it's not great. Oh, great. Also, the cooldown on the, like, how fast you could fire darts is, like, a bit strange. Sometimes it felt like I couldn't throw a dart even though I waited for a decent amount of time. Oh, great. Also, I think that, like, the fact that biting a creature can sometimes wake it up so that they immediately kill you is kind of strange, because the point is that you stun them long enough to get a bite off, and then if they can immediately wake up and instantly kill you. Oh. They just came back down. I guess there's no ceiling in this room. So I think, like, the more, like, darts that you hit a creature with, the more you should be able to bite them. Although that's kind of like, it seems like it might be complicated to code. If you're just working with like the built-in stun system, it might be hard to kind of make changes to it. So yeah, it seems like you just can't stun guardians. All right. Or maybe just that one for whatever reason. Don't know if that'll make the campaign too easy. I think that like just slowing them down a little bit could make up for it. Also, I think that they're like, it's like still fairly difficult. A lot of difficult creatures that you have to deal with, and the stun like isn't always effective, you know. Because once you hit them with a dart, there's a delay until they actually get stunned for you to go in and bite them. And even if you do bite them, they might not die and they might kill you at that point. So, and like throwing spears and rocks aren't as effective as normal. So I think it's like decently balanced, other than just how fast you are. Aside from the few bits of their movement that I do like, that I think makes sense to be fast. Ever thought of making my own Slugcat? Maybe. I don't really like the idea of coming up with the concept of a Slugcat, because like I think that kind of suggests that I want someone to make it. I don't want people to just like, I don't want to like, how do I say this? People should be able to make whatever ideas they want to make, you know, for mods. I don't want to be like, here's a mod, here's an idea for a mod to look at, but I'm not going to do anything to make it. I want someone else to do it. And I don't really have the like modding experience to, I mean, I'm sure that there's some people who have made modded Slugcats who didn't have any modding experience before that, but I mean, a lot of aspects of this character aren't that complicated from like for like a developer, because it seems like, first of all, the visuals are another mod completely. The dart, I'm pretty sure it just like spawns a dart and there's like a cooldown on it. That's pretty simple. And it probably works exactly the same as the spider dart. And then just changing a few variables around to make their movement different. Like, that's all this Slugcat is, really. Also taking, like, the Hunter's back spear and the Artificer's maul. Like, there's not much unique stuff for this character. But I would appreciate if there were some of those differences. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream. I could, from this point, go to the end, but that's going to take forever. It's like kind of boring. I've already done pretty much like all the stuff that I wanted to do with this character, so bonk. But I mean, overall, pretty cool character. And also the hunter back spear and the artificer maul, those are taken from other characters, but they're used in a way that are like actually makes sense. It's not just abilities tacked on just to have more abilities. Like you want to be able to hold spears on your back so that you have like your like free hands to throw the darts, right? And you want, and of course the maul is like their kind of their whole mechanic. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Next stream, I'm probably going to be speedrunning or not artificer, spearmaster, even better. So yeah, see ya.